If we install a system to oxygenate the bottom of the lake, will it stir up all that toxic muck and make the water cloudy or release bad smells? So let's talk about the bad smells first. They are caused by noxious gases like hydrogen sulfide, which gives off that typical rotten egg smell, methane, which smells sort of hydrocarbonish, and ammonia. Hydrogen sulfide and ammonia are toxic to fish. I consulted on a lake in India called Lake Bellandur, which is famous for bursting into flames, literally. So much methane is produced that it can catch fire and the flames burn at the surface as the methane is released from the bottom. So you don't want any of those gases dissolved in the bottom water of your lake. The volume of those gases that are present will depend on the volume of hypoxic water there is. So in general, the deeper the lake and the more hypoxic it is, the greater the potential for those gases to be released, because they can only be produced in anoxic water by anaerobic microbes. We've had some interesting experiences when initially starting up radar systems. In one case, it was a lagoon reservoir in a large prison complex and received a lot of wastewater. There was a crew out on the boat, and they immediately grabbed the walkie-talkie in a mad panic and said, "We've got a problem. We must have hit an oil supply pipeline or something. We can smell diesel or oil or something." And it was actually methane that was being gassed off. So we turned the system off, pulled them in off the water, and then went back to getting the system started up again. Another lake out here on the East Coast, we could smell rotten eggs from the shoreline within a couple of minutes of starting up, and that's hydrogen sulfide. So what we do is shut down, allow the noxious gases to dissipate and blow away, and then we start up again. And if we smell the gas again, we shut down again. On that lake, it took a whole day of starting up and shutting down to off-gas the hydrogen sulfide. We call that burping the system. So there's two things to note. The first is, can you imagine how noxious and toxic the water is when there's such a high concentration of those horrible gases at the bottom? You'll never have a healthy lake and healthy fish with conditions like that. You have to get it out the water and gassed off. But there's a way to do that safely, and that's how we do it. The second thing is your concern about the muck, about stirring up the muck and making the water cloudy. That's a real concern with a lot of aeration systems. They do stir up the sediment and remobilize the nutrients and not oxygenate the water. That's why many diffuser designs have to lift the diffusers up on a raised stand or a platform to keep it above the sediment. But then, of course, sediment doesn't get oxygenated. That's why so many aeration systems don't work or make the lake worse, not better. Radar diffusers do not do that. If they did, they wouldn't be specified for drinking water reservoirs where suspended solids and total organic content, particularly around the abstraction gates, which is where they want the water well oxygenated, must be absolutely minimized in order to minimize the amount of treatment chemicals used to treat the water, because higher chemical use can lead to high levels of what they call disinfection byproducts, which can be carcinogenic. The thing is, producing enough oxygen flow to gas off the noxious gases is a one-time event. Once the bottom water and sediment is oxygenated, those gases can no longer be produced. So there's no more smell. And you can measure hydrogen sulfide and ammonia levels in the bottom water to prove that. And as I said, radar systems do not stir up sediment, so there's no problem on that front.